Oh, thank God it's over. I'm genuinely happy that is over. I hope we don't get a season 2. My breakdown is gonna rip this goddamn show to pieces, and not because there's any vendetta too. I wish it was good. I wish it was, fun like The Mandalorian, but because it just is so full of shit.
Fulfill your destiny. TheorySabers.com.
I mean, let's just address real quick the elephant in the room here. Leslie Headland interjecting Darth Plagueis for the first time on screen as some creepy dude just in the shadows, just so that he can observe the children that have been created from the Force, so that he can go on and now this is the reason, this is the proof he needs to create life, to tell Palpatine. Imagine interjecting that much of your story before George Lucas's, just so that you can have your eternal stamp of approval of your name put on something that is timeless, so that you have something to add to your resume. I put Plagueis in there.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Oh yeah, your name's gonna be timeless in Star Wars. I am missing Rian Johnson right now. That's how much I'm missing. This show was a convoluted mess. It was all over the place. It not only broke canon multiple times, it interjected characters that didn't belong. Ki-Adi-Mundi wasn't supposed to be born yet, but that's not even the problem. Let's change his birth date. No problem. Let's put him in there. He now knows that this is no longer a time of peace, which is what his argument was in The Phantom Menace when Qui-Gon came before them with a virgins in the Force, which we also have in this show. So Anakin is no longer the first virgins in thousands of years. We have that here with these two children, not only one but two. Somehow they created life and they were able to split it into two chosen ones, essentially. I mean, you ask me, like, what constitutes Anakin as the chosen one? He was created from the Force. Force created him, and they did that here with the two twins. That was supposed to be one person, and it now diverged into two. So you have two chosen ones. What else are we supposed to say there? You have a character of May that is constantly going back and forth what she wants to do. One minute she wants to kill the Jedi. She's training 17 years to kill the Jedi. Well, no, let's even go before that. She's, we're one and the same under the stars, all this. Then I will kill you. Then, oh, I'm going to train to avenge you with Chimere. Oh, I'm good again. Oh, now I'm going to run away once I see the Jedi are trying to kill you on Brendok. And then I'm evil, I'm good, and then I'm evil. And then now I am, all of a sudden, she's wearing white, and then the other one's wearing dark, symbolized like a complete Parent Trap mix. You got that. Soul, who's literally like canceled because he made the right decision to kill these witches that are obviously freaking evil, have altered life to not only create it from the Force, but to also split child in half and create two, and then turns into a demon with sharp teeth and black eyes, possesses one of their Padawans that they brought on the planet to investigate, and starts disintegrating into black smoke and disintegrates the child into black smoke as well. And Soul does what he needs to do as a Jedi and kills her, eliminates the threat. In those moments, you don't have time to think and ask, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? No, you got to take out the target that you think is literally, assassinating the freaking girl, disintegrating her into black smoke. Got to think quick, otherwise it's too late. The girl dies. There was a precedent already. God, this show is just literally the worst. I can't even call it Star Wars. It was, I don't know what this was. And I wish it was great, man. I really do. I love when Star Wars is fun and good and, upbeat. But this was not that. But hey, it's done now. And I wonder if they'll get a season 2. I really hope they don't, because she's going to shit all over Plagueis, man. I think that's probably my main takeaway from the show. Like, apart from everything else, putting Plagueis in there is the biggest F up you could do. Not only is he at most going to be like maybe 19 years old or 20 years old. If he's even born. But the fact that you now have him serving and creeping to kind of see that, okay, these are the ones, these are the true chosen ones, these are the ones that, how they were created through the Force. I'm going to try and do that myself and tell Palpatine he's no longer the original. Please piss off with that. Please go away with that. Literally just licking the fruit and putting it back on the grocery stand. And $180 million too. Where do you think that money went? Didn't go to the show. And people will be talking about this show for a long time. You thought The Last Jedi was bad? Now you've you brought Plagueis in the mix. Have fun with that. I don't even need to do anything. I don't even need to do a breakdown. I don't even do anything. I just sit back and watch what everyone's going to say about this show. All the reviews, everything, man. Because this episode was the biggest mockery of what George created. Congratulations, though, Leslie. I hope you got what you wanted. Can't wait to see what this week's going to have in reviews. And just always remember, be kind to people. The number one detractor of your points is if you are rude. So just be polite. Be respectful, never retaliate, never threaten, but just give your points. Give your points. You know Star Wars. Give your points. Be like, no, this doesn't make sense because of this, this, and this. Let the other side say what they want, and eventually the real violent people will be revealed, as it's always. Oh, what's the rating? What are you guys giving it? 10,000 people voted. 67% say it's a 0 out of 10. 7% say 9 to 10. 8% say 7 to 8. And 18% say 5 to 6. Crazy, man. Calling it Chewbacca is going to be Ki-Adi-Mundi's Padawan in the finale tonight. You know what? That would have been honestly better. Oh, and the politician. That's how you know a show is full of shit, when there's too much shit to even like, oh, I forgot this over here. The politician knows that a Jedi was to cover up the fact that a Sith has been killing Jedi. She does her friend dirty, his whole legacy, one flawed man, as she put it, just to cover up the fact that no Sith has returned. Just to play into what George Lucas's story originally was, because she knows this is fucking bullshit, because no Sith has supposed to been around for 1,000 years. No deaths have supposed to have been happening for 1,000 years. So Leslie had to twist something around, make the guy look like this piece of shit. And then you're gonna tell Yoda this? Master, we have to discuss something. Fuck off, you will. Literally. Like, you're the Grand Master Yoda can't sense any of this shit. Do you even understand Star Wars? You're telling me Yoda cannot feel or sense that she's lying? Cannot feel or sense that 10 Jedi by now have died? Cannot sense the own turmoil within Vernestra? You don't know Star Wars. Please never, ever touch Star Wars again. And putting Plague, I can't, dude. I can't believe it. I can't believe this shit. It's just so much incompetence. Unreal. But hey, it's over. It's over. You did your thing. $180 million. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Moving on. Can we get that Mando movie now? Copy pasting from The Phantom Menace. It's just so stupid. And then that line at the end, it's like, fulfill your destiny. And then Vernestra saying, with the shackles, like, you won't need those. What did she say? Take the shackles off or something. Take the restraints off. And then she's like, leave us. It's just a lot of like Leslie probably sitting there and being like, oh, that's reminiscent of Star Wars. Let's use that. Bro, make your own freaking story up, dude. Just a whole bunch of amalgamation. It's like a weird Snoke of the prequel trilogy put in and created some weird abomination of the show and interjected characters that should not be there. Oh yeah, so when I do watch parties, I'm not like, I pretty much try to watch them as if I'm watching it alone or with my friends, and I hate talking during stuff. I just like to absorb the media, formulate my thoughts, and not be annoying about it. I don't want to like be a showman and be like, oh, I'm on camera, so I better like, oh my god, that's stupid. Oh, why? You know, maybe a few times. If that's my genuine reaction, you know, I give my take always once the credits roll and either praise or expose it. They wasted live action bleeding of the crystal on this shit show. Fuck the goddamn crystal, man. Plagueis. Plagueis. She literally just, oh, let's put Plagueis in there for 2 seconds as this creepy bastard who's spying on them and essentially gets the inspiration, the inspo, that this is the original who created life from the Force. So disrespectful. Just so you can be the one that say, like, I put Plagueis in there in live action. Yeah, okay, yeah. You also put Ki-Adi-Mundi in there in a time of peace where there was 1,000 years, and now he... And the politician knows that the Jedi died, and then you put disrespect to souls. Bro, it's one flawed man. That's all you gotta know. Thank God it's gone. Yeah, dude, I'm probably gonna like go out and get some ice cream after this. This is whack. So it takes Vader immense power and an entire comic to bleed a crystal, and it takes Osha not even 2 minutes. What? Oh yeah. And she's powerful enough to kill a Jedi Master. Maybe he allowed it to happen. That's a very Jedi thing to do. Could you imagine someone doing that to Qui-Gon? He'd be like, fuck off. Even Wikipedia acknowledges. See, look, there's spoilers. Darth Plagueis, spoilers for the Acolyte. It doesn't put his birth. No birth. No birth. Just says died. Which is true. He died in The Phantom Menace. Let's see what they wrote. His first appearance is now in the Acolyte. And that's not Wikipedia's fault, man. That's freaking Leslie now interjecting that. Guys, I'm not saying I got hundreds of millions of dollars. I wish. What I will do with Vader Episode 2, and primarily, keep this in mind and remember this for when 2 comes out, primarily Episode 3, I truly hope will resonate with so many Star Wars fans out there, and I think we have something really special. Time will tell. You guys can judge when it's out. Can't wait for you to see it. I could see them twisting things to have Plagueis either taught the witches to create the twins, to test a well, geez, he's even older then. Create the twins to test a theory or something. Plus, if Smilo Ren is training Osha, is there no rule of 2? What do you think? Well, no, that is the rule of 2. So now there's literally 2 Sith. Oh yeah, I forgot to explain this. There's now 2 Darksiders, 2 Sith that are running around that with a season 2, Plagueis will probably try and teach or some shit. Darth Plagueis was a legendary Dark Lord of the Sith, trained by Sith Master Tenebrous. At some point during his life, Plagueis acquired the protocol droid 114D. During his time as the Sith Lord and studying the Force, Plagueis acquired a vast amount of knowledge about the dark side and its teachings. At some time, he was studying the twins Osha and May, and how they were created. In 132 BBY, Plagueis was present on an island on a planet. While there, he lurked in the shadows as he observed the Sith known as the Stranger depart from the planet with the former Jedi Varosha and Isaiah in tow. Well, there you have it. It's now in canon. And hey, don't send Wikipedia any death threats, because then there's going to be like 500 coming my way, but no one gives a shit about that. I was reading up on when that whole Wikipedia thing happened. I was reading up on them. Forbes did an article on them. It was something like they did like 120 million hits back in 2015 a month. The most I ever did on my channel was 60 million. I mean, incredible business. Incredible. My hat's off to them for that. They've created something absolutely monumental, and websites pay astronomically higher than YouTube does. So great for them. Good for them, man. Keeping everything up to date. It's unfortunate this is the case, though. It's unfortunate that we now have Darth Plagueis. You know what? I just don't see this as canon. Fuck it. Freaking the Jedi can sense if a child is lying from looking at a goddamn iPad to see if it's a ship or a cup or what. But Yoda, the most powerful Jedi of all time, cannot sense if his own Jedi on his council or whatever is lying about the Sith returning and killing all the Jedi, and her essentially saying that our Jedi Master that we trained and have trusted for X amount of years, 40 years, turned rogue and killed everybody. And then the freaking gopher, the gopher needs to lead the band of Jedi. They really looked like Jedi, didn't they? To find the elite, powerful, Force-sensitive children that were created by the Force. So literally a gopher has to do the job of Jedi, which can naturally sniff out other Jedi, let alone the most powerful one created in a like, piss off. Tell me you don't understand Star Wars without telling me. Oh yeah, let's spend $180 million to do that, I guess. Okay. I don't see anything as canon besides 1 to 6. And you can't blame me, man. After all this garbage, no way. The prequel trilogy and the original trilogy, that's the only Star Wars I need. And the Clone Wars, that's it. Nothing else. I denounce everything else. All bullshit. Mandalorian is fun to watch, but besides that, Tales of the Jedi, I enjoy that. But hey, maybe make something good and I'll add it to my canon list. But the problem is that they've created so much bullshit with their canon now that it's all within the same bullshit universe. So for me, I just cut it, separate it, push it aside, and that's it. I guess Anakin's lightsaber was broken since it didn't turn red as soon as he gave into his hatred. Osha is just built different. Yeah, interesting, eh? Why didn't Anakin's lightsaber turn red upon killing of the younglings, or the Nemoidians on Mustafar, or the Techno Union, or anybody really for that matter during Order 66? I mean, you would have imagined that level of hatred where his eyes turned red, his lightsaber would have turned red too. Maybe his anger towards Obi-Wan, but no. You know what? I guess the first chosen one, which was Osha and May, definitely more powerful. TheorySabers.com, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. We got a busy week ahead. We're going to be on a lot of shows across the internet and talk about everything. So, love you all. Stay tuned. Vlog part 2 will also be out. Follow me on socials. The rest, you know. Catch you later. Love you guys.